Just get it. You know we give praise, honor, and esteem to the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. John 5:39.
Just missing, mommy. Put it down.
It says, search the scriptures, for in them you think you have eternal life, and there they which testify of me, and you will not come to me that you might have life. I receive not honor from men, but I know you that you have not the love of Elohim in you. So with that being said, Deuteronomy 28. Where we at? About verse 4?
Yeah, no, 3. You ain't do 3.
You hit 3.
You did? Try to stop it.
Thank you. 28:3. And it says, Baruk shalt thou be in the city, and Baruk shalt thou be in the field. Baruk shall be the fruit of thy body, the fruit of thy ground, the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Now what y'all think he means if he tell you that you're going to be blessed in the city and in the field? How is he going to be blessed in the city and in the field? Who got an idea?
Think about
Sit back and think about it now, because we dealt with it last night, right? He said you'll be blessed if you observe these commandments, right? And you diligently observe them. Now you turn around and say you'll be blessed in the city and blessed in the field. How you going to be blessed in the city and the field? What is he talking about? What is he referring to?
We always refer to the field as the world.
Well, let's sit back and let's look and see it.
Yeah, now I was going to say the city is Jerusalem.
Let's sit back and see how he be blessed in the city going along with the fruit of his body. Go to Matthew 26, 27, actually, about verse 50. After we look at 27 and 50, then we'll go back to something in the prophets that go along with that. Does that mean you're going to get an increase in the city, right? So we got to sit back and look how he'll get an increase in the city. Say Yahushua, when he cried again with a loud voice, he yielded up the Ruach. Behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top and the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent. And the graves were opened, and many bodies of the Kadeshim which slept arose, and came out of the graves after his resurrection, and went into the Kadesh city, and appeared unto many. Now how would this be an increase in the city and in the field, so to speak? We'll deal with the field in a minute. You can see how is this an increase in the city? Well, let's sit back and see how this is going to be an increase in the city. Look at Isaiah 59 and 20. And it says, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, unto them that turn from transgression, and Jacob saith Yahuwah. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith Yahuwah. My ruach that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith Yahuwah, from henceforth and forever. Now he just said if you keep his commandments, there's going to be an increase. Now we know from John chapter 1, what did he tell you? That he give you power to become what? Now how's he going to get the power to become the sons of Elohim?
Prevail over king.
Because he obeyed. You know what I'm saying? He obeyed. So how is there an increase in the city? What is Jerusalem right now according to the law? What is it?
City of refuge.
It's desolate.
Oh,
without children. Look at Galatians 4 and 26. It's desolate without children. Ain't no increase in it. He got you up out of there. Oh yeah, too. This how y'all know. Nah, I'll tell you that off camera. You know what I'm saying? A man hollered at me, man. I do talking to you about the nigga about that. The nigga hollered at me. I don't know what we gonna do with it, but it is what it is. 4 and 23 or 21. Galatians 4 and 21. Say, tell me, ye that desire to be under the Torah, do you not hear the Torah? Now, what do you think he's sitting at here? Because you hear some people, they say, especially this here, just in case he gonna have me do what I think he gonna do. What I was telling you earlier, Will, I'm gonna smash every last one of them niggas to pure powder.
Michael.
Now, what you think this mean when he say to all y'all that desire to be under the Torah, do you not hear the Torah?
Sure.
Now, listen to what he's telling you now. He say, for it is written that Abraham had 2 sons, the one by a bondmaid and the other by a free woman. But he was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh, but he of the free woman was by promise. We have to ascertain, what does he mean when he say, for all that desire to be under the law, do you not hear the law? So what you think he telling you?
Put their faith in the law.
You got something? He ain't got nothing. Looking at me crazy.
I was just thinking about when he said, desire to be under the law, desire to be under
Let's look.
the law, we hit the law. He said the bondwoman is not children of
the flesh. Let's look at something in Genesis 21, see where he's coming from. So you got to sit back and look at, so I'm going to show you what he means, because he say, blessed are you in the city and in the field, you get an increase. So then you got to look at Abraham. You know what I'm saying? You got to see what Abraham did. But let's look at Genesis 21 for a quick. I can't. I'm not trying to fool with all that. Dang, boy, it smell like urine over here. Strong, man. Strong. Nigga just said, screw it. I'm just going to urinate right here in the middle of the road. And you know what? I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. We're at 21 and about 9. Genesis 21 and 9. White people like, who is all these niggers? What are they doing?
Yahudim. What's wrong with you?
Did it though, no smile, no nothing. So we Yahudim, what you is? So I don't even know. He say, and Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian, which she had born unto Abraham, mocking. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of the bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even Isaac. Now let's sit back and look at, what did Abraham do to be able to even get Isaac?
He had to believe that Yahweh.
He believed in Yahuwah. So you know what he allowed him, you just sit back and you look at it when you say increase of the field. Now let's look at something, you know, in Matthew 13, he just like he mentioned, he say the field is the world. But if we go back to the law, what would we look at the field being?
Sin.
He said field.
Field.
Coming from dust, maybe that's what I thought about that.
So if you coming from dust, what we gonna look at the field according to the law?
Flesh.
When we look at Adam, what was he born from?
He born from the dust of the earth?
At the womb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is.
I get what you're trying to say.
The womb.
You're saying Jerusalem don't got no children.
Yeah, that's the mother, right?
That's the mother of
Yes,
us all.
yeah,
We look at
yeah.
she ain't got no kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You look at Sarah. Come on, Isaiah 51. She ain't had no kids.
That's right.
Was not Sarah womb barren? Man. 51:1. Hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek Yahuwah. Look unto the rock, from whence ye are hewn, and the hole of the pit whence ye are dead. Look unto Abraham your father and Sarah that bare you. I called him alone, and blessed him, and increased him. Now we know in Genesis 18 what it said, that he knew that Abraham would do what? Justice and judgment, right? To teach his household the way of Yahuwah. We dealing with, he was increased because he believed and obeyed this man. Now we looking at the blessing, and it says, if you obey my voice and do what I tell you to do, I will bless you in the city and in the field. The reason why we look at them men being resurrected, that's an increase in the city. What city did they go in? There were no sons of Elohim in Jerusalem but the master till when he got up, they came with him. That's an increase. You know what I'm saying? Now you'll be blessed in the city. Why else would you be blessed in the city? What is in Jerusalem to cause you to be blessed? What you got in there? We talked about it last night. The tree of life is there. A water of life is there. You know what I'm saying? Your Elohim is there. You know what I'm talking about? There'll be no night nor no day there. Look at Revelation 7, 6, 7, 17. Ain't no night or no day there. See, that's what they were talking about too in that little exchange. That, see, you know what I'm saying? See, in Jerusalem ain't going to be no darkness there. It's always going to be light. Now, why, knowing the word, why would it be no darkness there? And just light. No night. Why wouldn't it be no night?
Because the lamb would be there. He the light.
But why? Why is there no darkness there?
Because it just goes back to eternal salvation.
Because there's no death there. There's no death there. What would I mean? Yeah, there's no death there, so there's no need to have no night. There ain't nobody dead. Everybody lives forever.
You amongst the living.
He told you the Elohim of the living, not the dead. We know, and we know the word. We supposed to know that night represent. The master told you that if you walk in darkness, you don't know where you're going. You know if you dead, you're in a perpetual state of what? Darkness. You know what I'm saying? So what is, if the living Elohim is there and he is life, then of course it's not going to be no night there. You know what I'm saying? That's just simple stuff. That's in the first chapter of the book. That man say the earth was out form and void and darkness was upon the face of the deep. Then I step on in here and say, all right, now it's light around here. That darkness can flee away. But the darkness don't flee away completely. There's a reason why you keep seeing evening and morning and darkness all the way through. Because the evening will not stop until the man get here. Death will not stop till the man get here. It's not going to stop till he get. We'll look at it, man. It's very simple. It's not hard to ascertain, man. You can study till your face get blue and still miss something very simple. Revelation 7:16. He just threw that down with some aggression. 7:15. With some aggression. Make it 14. Now you know in Revelation 7 it's talking about an innumerable multitude that surrounds the throne of the Lamb, right? And that's the increase in that city. You got to realize something. He threw all of us out. Why? Because you defiled the land. And this man say nobody but the righteous will inherit the land. So that means there's an increase. He was the firstborn of the dead. And he sought to bring others with him. And why was he the firstborn of the dead? We'll look at Colossians 1, just because he obeyed. He obeyed. So what else am I going to do? I'm going to give him an increase and I'm going to give him sons and daughters. That man say, come out from among them and be ye separate, and I shall be your Elohim, and you shall be my sons and daughters, saith Yahuwah Almighty. That's what he told you. You don't see that's the increase? You don't look at the increase of the field and what we about to do with him? You about to go kill him. Then you come up out the water, what you come out of. A son Elohim, that's an increase in the field, because now the field is budding and producing fruit. That fruit is the fruit of his body, which we're going to look at there, which is those who are born of him. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is talking about in Deuteronomy 28 is about the sons of Elohim that's going to come forth out of this man because of one man's obedience. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all last night, when you look at Deuteronomy 28, from 1 to verse 68, that man fulfilled the blessings and the curses at the same time when he was killed and resurrected. At the same time, it wasn't no, oh, he fulfilled the blessings over here and then fulfilled the curses over here. He did them simultaneously. He had to. In order for you to get the blessing, he had to become a curse. And then you got the blessing. He told you the blessing first because I gave you the promise, because I knew you were going to disobey it. You know what I'm talking about? So then I bring the promise in behind it from out of the curse so you can get what I intended for you to have in the beginning. This is what niggas miss when they sit back looking at as forth as cycles of days. Look at the blessing. Who got power over death? According to the book. I mean, I'm talking about before he came. He said he came to destroy the works of the devil and to free those who were from bondage from him who had power over death. That is the devil. Satan had power over that. He had power over that because he got power over sin and transgression. So that's his. You can have that. Yahuwah don't deal in death. That's not his thing. You can have that. That's yours. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I'm going to give somebody to have authority to step on your head and destroy that authority that you have. That no longer, death no longer has power and reign over anyone who follows me. You know what I'm saying? There was no life in the first covenant. You couldn't get it. This is what we done went over before. That's why he went and preached to the spirits in prison. So they could get life. They didn't have it. Very simple thing, look at it. And I said unto him, Sir, thou know. And he said to me, this is Revelation 7:14. These are they which came out of great tribulation and washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore are they before the throne of Elohim and serve him day and night in his temple. And he sit on the throne and shall dwell among them. Well, where does he say the temple of his Elohim, where he say it's going to be at? In New Jerusalem. You got to remember, New Jerusalem comes from where? Come from on high. Hold this right here and look at what? Revelation 66. Say 6 and 6? Yeah, 6 and 6. I want to say 66 and 20.
You talking about Isaiah or Revelation?
Definitely know 66 here. Chapter 66, 22. Remember now, you're looking at that's an increase in the city and an increase in the field. Because we just sat back and said your seed, right? And he say the field of the world is the field, and the seed are the children of the kingdom. and the tares are the children of the wicked one. So look what he say about his seed now. For as the new Shamahim and the new earth which I make shall remain before me, saith Yahuwah, so shall your seed and your name remain. Now what you think he mean? He tell you your name is going to remain.
The book of life.
You know what I'm saying? He talking about the master, but that's eternal. It can't be washed away. Anything that's eternal can't be removed. All you got to do is look in Hebrews chapter 12. He say those things that are shaken, they fall to the side. But those that don't be moved, they remain. You wonder why a lot of people, that's what I was telling you the other day, right? He'll try people. Like you say, you got faith in this man. He said, I hear you. I'm going to put you in a situation, I'm going to try you, and I'm going to shake your whole foundation. I'm going to see if you fall off or not. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas get shook, they go fulfill the lust of their flesh. He done already showed you ain't never believed in me in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas, they sit down and hear the word. I was telling little muffin this last night, right? A nigga who don't believe the word, number one concern gonna be, I just gotta keep all these commandments. I just gotta keep all these commandments. I just gotta keep all these commandments. They really don't believe it. So it's real easy for them to walk and do that until their faith gets shook. Because then your faith ain't got nothing to do with these commandments. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't take no faith to keep no Sabbath. It don't take no faith to not eat no pork. You don't really have to believe to do that. You can just do that as just a means of servitude. Then you feel like because you doing that, he owes you. You know what I'm talking about? But then when he try you and you got to lean on him, guess what a lot of niggas do? They go do something else. They fall away, or they ask certain questions, or they do this, or they do that, or they go fulfill the lust of their flesh instead of fulfilling the desire of their ruach and say, you know what, I'm going to seek to him. When you seen people in that book, Faith Get Sugar, who stood strong in that word, they went after him. You know what I'm talking about? They looked to him. You ain't see Elijah go look to no man. You ain't see him go get no liquor, go find no woman. He said, you might well just go ahead and just take me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Just going to take me out. You don't see none of them men doing that. But you see, like when Hezekiah got a little sick, what did he do?
Went to y'all.
He didn't go to y'all. He went and hollered at somebody else. He went and hollered at somebody else. He went to inquire somebody else going.
Serious.
Yeah, he went to holler at somebody, hey man, tell me what Asteroid talking about. And why he had to send him, was there not a prophet in Yasharah that you couldn't do that? Ain't no God around here? You had to go holler at these niggas? When your ancestors was in the wilderness, when it got real for them and they would try, what did they go do? Well, it's time to go back to Egypt, boy. Go get a cab, boy. It's time to go do this, it's time to go do that. When their faith got tested, it showed where their heart was at. And niggas wanted, that's when he go ahead and click you. Because he already know in your heart you don't believe in it. But he got to manifest it openly that everybody can see. You know what I'm saying? So when he tossed you in the lake where everybody can see, it wouldn't have been hidden. I'm telling you, man, it's real easy to say you believe till you get tried. Still rolling, man. Yeah, I don't know why, praise y'all. He ain't never did that before, did he? Yeah, I'm talking after that. That nigga just cut off. I caught that last night. So sit back, come on back to Revelation, say no. I'm for real though. That man say he got to try the reins in the hearts to give to every man according to his works. So he got to try you to see what's in there. He already know what's in there, but I got to put it in a position where you can go ahead and everybody can see, you don't believe in me, nigga. The master stood there right there in John chapter 6 and said, here's some of y'all that believe not. And they got tried to when he dropped that word on them, telling them, you got to eat my flesh and drink my blood. They said, well, that nigga, that's crazy. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone. When the people saw the miracles, bro, they didn't make them people believe. What did your ancestors think they could do? Sacrifice some bulls and some goats, and they were straight. That's why he said you desire to be under the law. You don't see what the law say. Isaac was not from under the law. Isaac was a promise. You know what I'm saying? He said, go on and get that fleshly nigga up out of here, because I'm going to ride with you on this one. That don't mean you desire you don't want to keep no commandments. That means if all this sitting there telling you is that you seeking to be justified by these commandments and not your faith that's in me. Commandment keeping don't mean you believe. It's niggas who don't believe in Mashiach that say they keep commandments. I'm talking about they might keep some of them all the way to the T, but they didn't keep the biggest one. They didn't love this man with all their heart and all their soul. They don't believe in him. So they're going to fall to the wayside just like the rest of them. And they're going to be looking up like, but I can't keep commandments. Nigga, that don't mean nothing to me, nigga. Because you didn't believe. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all done seen this here. We done read it. When you just go by trying to just keep the commandments alone, you saying that the man got to owe you this salvation. It was something that you earned. We done went through this before. It was nothing your ancestors did to get them brought up out of Egypt.
Sorry.
It was nothing that they did. This man say, do this right here, and I'm going to do this right here. And everybody that believe in me is going to do it. It's all right, baby. 7 and 16. They shall hunger no more, neither shall they thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of water, and Elohim shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. Now let me ask y'all a question. Why they ain't going to be hungry and thirsty? Because
they didn't eat his flesh and drink his water.
Well, let's look at something in Matthew chapter 5. What it is, about verse 4. He said they ain't going to be hungry, no thirst. Verse 6. Let's see what it is. Verse 4.
That's what it is, hunger and thirst after righteousness.
Verse 6. Matthew 5 and 6. Look what he tells you. Matthew 5 and 6. Remember now, we dealing with the blessings, right, for you to be increased in the field. He say, though, because you got to remember something. He said, he that believe on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Every time he walked to somebody, he said, you believe on the Son of Elohim? He asked him that, didn't he? Or he told him, your faith has saved thee. Notice that he never tell them people the law has saved you. It was your faith in Mizraim that saved you. It wasn't no law that brought you up out of that situation. He was showing you the works of faith with that then. It wasn't no law that brought Abraham out of this situation. It wasn't no law that brought him out of Ur Chaldees. It was his faith that brought him up out of them. Because we know in Ur and Chaldees, what was he actually at?
Babylon?
He was in Babylon, and we know he was in confusion, of land full of idols. It was his faith that brought him out of that ungodly state and ungodly place. That's what brought him up out of there. It ain't no law that brought him up out of there. That's just sitting back showing you how Mashiach, the faith of Mashiach delivers a man from all bondage. I was talking to your mama, she was like this here. She said, you don't see that freedom in the church like that. People ain't set free. You know what I'm saying? Because you thought you got free from, like you thinking you coming out the world. And now you being set free. But you ain't realizing you went from one bondage to another. You know what I'm saying? You went in prison from your flesh to be in prison to idolatry. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different with most Hebrews. They thought they was coming out of one form of idolatry and bondage, and they walked into another. Because now they become in the bondage of men, because now they become men servers and men pleasers. You know what I'm talking about? Following after the doctrines and commandments of men, so they worship is in vain. So when they stand before this man on the last day, they ain't gonna get nothing. Nothing. Well, you know how many niggas gonna be hot? You know what I'm saying? You gonna be hot, all right. You sit back and you turn and the nigga who schooled you on the word, who lied to you the whole, like all these niggas thinking that the master coming back soon as World War III pop up. They think Russia finna blow up America and it's over. But what I told you last night, when have you ever read in the word that this man smashed the place before he got his people up out of there? He ain't never smashed nowhere before he got his people up out of there. Matter of fact, he ain't smashed nowhere before he gave him a warning that he was gonna smash him. When he went to smash Nineveh, didn't he give him a warning? He said, Jonah, you go around there and holler at them. You let them know what it is. And if they repent, I won't do it. Before he smashed Egypt too, he sent him on around and said, I don't know no Yahuwah. He said, don't worry about it, nigga. He said, I hard his heart because I want to kill him.
He heathen, man.
He heathens, right? That's why them niggas be killing me when they talking about they can't get no word. That man gonna give him a word before he kill him now. He just and he upright. Before I kill you, nigga, I'm gonna tell you something before I kill you. That's what a real gangster do. Real gangster gonna tell you, oh, I'm gonna shoot you in your face. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna shoot you in your face now. Try me one more time. Oh, you think? See, I ain't gonna keep telling you I'm gonna shoot you in your face. One time, I'm gonna shoot you in your face now. Nigga ain't gonna do nothing. All right. Now they ain't even like that. Just wait right here. Then walk up. Bomb, bomb. You like this here. That nigga wasn't playing. Well, you know what I'm saying? See, y'all got a reputation. I'm dead serious though. He has a, you sit back and look at it, we can go, especially what them Christians say. See, I don't like that Old Testament God. Because see, he was full of wrath. You know what I'm talking about? He ain't had no mercy. They already know like this, he's a killer. They say we like the New Testament God because you know he's nice. He don't hurt nobody. Love. Not knowing the same stuff you saying in the New Testament, that's the same man. And he showed the same thing on, it's funny because they look over the parts where he say he gonna murk you in the new. Because it ain't like he just got a new and say, you know what, I ain't gonna kill nobody. I'll kill all you niggas. What? Kill all you niggas.
That's the funny part. They jump over the
Bundles and burn them.
What you say?
Scriptures and them.
that weeping and gnashing of teeth, that fire furnace, that swinging sword, I'm going to avenge you speedily. They look over all that. You know what I'm talking about? They look over all that.
Reap in the night.
Like to see what you think they do, nigga. Stab you in your bed, I'm out of here. Because remember, who came through as a thief in the night and murked somebody?
Abraham.
Abraham did. He gonna do just like his daddy did. Come through and make some war nighttime. Shing, shing, shing. Leave them all dead. Then come and drop 10% off to my God. I'm out of here. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm out of here. It's all good. Salute. You know what I'm saying? But if you look in the scriptures, Yah has a reputation for executing fierce anger and wrath. Not only on the children of Yasharal, but on the nations though. You know what I'm saying? And people don't want that wrath. They don't want to deal with that. So they try to toss that away. It makes them feel more comfortable in their inward part. You know what I'm saying? Matthew 5 and 6. He say, Baruk are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Now he already told you what he was going to fill you with. He said, if you drink my blood and you eat my flesh, John chapter 6. Just do it like that. No cooler. He wasn't trying. I'm just out here. I throw him bite. Throwing bite. Cool.
You want to do it that bit, boy?
6 and 51.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna flip him.
Flip him.
Now. I just thumb my fingers still for
I am the living bread which came down from Shamahim. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. The bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world. The Yahudim therefore strove among themselves, saying, how can this man give us his flesh to eat? Then Yahushua said unto them, truly, truly, I say unto you, except ye eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in you. Whoso eat my flesh and drink my blood have eternal life, and I'll raise him up at the last day. That's why you ain't gonna have no need of no blood, no bread and no water. Because you done already been filled up with eternal life. It ain't no need for it. Therefore, you'll be blessed in the city because you'll be in there with it. Now he sat back and say he'll wipe away all tears, right? And it won't be no nighttime, no darkness there, right? Go look at Isaiah 25 and about verse 3. Then 1 John 1 and 5.
Say Isaiah 25 and 3.
Just make it one. He said, O Yahuwah, thou art my Elohim, I will exalt thee, I will praise thy name, for thou hast done wonderful things. Thy counsels of old are faithfulness and truth. You got to realize, that's a recommended course of action in Deuteronomy 28 when he's telling you to keep these commandments to get the blessings. And it's faithful and true. You know what I'm saying? So we look at something in Titus real fast where he told you this. This is a true saying. Titus 3, this is a true saying. Then we'll look in Revelation 14 so you can know this is a true saying. What about Titus 3 and 9? Titus 3 and 8, actually. Titus 3 and 8. He said, this is a faithful saying, and these things I will that thou affirm constantly, that they which have believed in Elohim might be careful to maintain good works. These things are good and profitable unto men. You know, we read that in Deuteronomy 30 last night, right? He said, I put before you blessing and cursing, life and death. Therefore choose life that you might be increased, right? So he say, notice the first thing he said is those who believed in Elohim. See, faith is outside the law. I ain't got Romans 9 yet to deal with what we were looking at in Galatians chapter 4. He said, you desire to be under law? Do you know what the law say? You know what I'm saying? The law does not exercise freedom for you. You know what Paul told you in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, where the ruach of the master is, there is freedom. You know what I'm saying? He say, if the Son, he say, the truth shall set you free. He say, if the Son shall set you free, you shall be free indeed. So the law is not what's going to be able to set you free, because the law could not free you from sin and death. It wasn't possible to do so. The only thing that could remit your sins was bulls and goats, and that couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? He said it's impossible that bulls and goats could take away sin. Because if it was possible, then the high priest wouldn't have to come in here every year to offer it up again. He would never have to come back around here.
One time.
You know what I'm saying? So when the master came and fulfilled the Day of Atonement by going in the set-apart place and presented himself as that sacrifice for the sins of the people, it ain't no need for that. That's what took it away. That's why he said don't remain no more sacrifice for sins for you, man. I done already gave my life for the sins of the people. You think I'm finna come back and do it again? And what these niggas always be talking about? The master gonna sort that out when he get here. I done already sorted that out, nigga. Better reshuffle your cards. Straight up. When this man gonna come back and sort out, nigga? Y'all niggas beat me. You spit on me. You impaled me. And I'm gonna sort this out. Nigga, I already sorted this out. Holler at me later, nigga. Straight up, though. That's what you basically telling this. That's why he sit back and tell you, if you sin willfully after the knowledge of the truth, don't remain no more sacrifice for sins for you. Because the sacrifice to take away the sin of the people has been done. I'm not jumping back down here to die for you, nigga. That's how you look at it. So you think I'm gonna materialize back in the flesh and let you niggas kill me again? No, I did that one time, and that was good enough. You should have drunk my blood then, nigga. You should have ate my flesh then, nigga. You should have stood on that rock then, nigga. No. Because that's how he look at you as a nigga, a low-down, dirty, despicable, base individual. He don't look at you as an upright individual because you stand in the flesh. That's why he say, get that bondwoman up out of here. That's showing the law can't free you from that. Because look at all the niggas that scream law, 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 but they still talking about, you know, but I ain't perfect though, bro. So that means that's not profiting you. You ain't getting no gain from that. What that little muffin, remember? That dude, oh, you wasn't in there. When that dude, when your man kept talking to that lady about keeping the law, he looked that lady in the face and say, nah, I ain't perfect. So say, so you don't keep the law then. Died laughing in his face. All of us did. We couldn't even, you know when you don't really want to laugh in a nigga face, but you can't contain it. And all it took was one person to do it, and everybody in the room did it. That's what happened to him.
Dang.
Because I tried to hold it in.
Shame.
Then one person went, then the next person went, then the next person went. Now it's just full-fledged laughter right in his face, like somebody hit the applause sign at in the studio or something. Laugh. But it's an example of what I'm talking about. You bombarded this woman with all this law, and then turned around in the same breath and told her you don't keep it. So that was showing you that all that you were talking about, the law, still didn't set you free.
You didn't believe it.
You know what I'm saying? Because you need the person who came and actually handed you that law by the dispensation of Malachim. You actually need him in you to set you free. Because then that love and faith you had towards him would cause you to stay steadfast in that and not disobey it. Because you would become like him and you would have took on his mind and his heart and his ruach. You trying to take on tables of stone. Them tables of stone ain't profiting you none. Somebody need to take that same table of stone and smack you upside the head with it. Matter of fact, I got something for that. Matthew 25, not to slap him upside the head. He say, for thou hast made a city of a city an heap, of a defense city a ruin, a palace of strangers to be no city, it shall never be built. Therefore the strong people esteem thee, the city of the terrible nations fear thee. What y'all think he say he made a city of a heap and a defense city a ruin?
Sacrifice.
You know what I'm saying? Sit down and think about it though. He made a city a heap. Yeah, he burnt it down, right?
That's when Abraham dwelt between Hai and Bethel. Bethel meaning the house and then Hai meaning heap of ruins. You remember we went over that?
Yeah. So you sit back and look at it. What he did to the master.
Set him in between those two burdens.
No, he made a city a heap. He represented Jerusalem. He made him a heap. He burned him down. He wasn't a burnt offering and sacrifice. Then he sat back and said he made a strong of a defense city a ruin. What did he tell Pilate? You could have no power at all against me except it was given thee from on high. Because he would defend it. What did he tell you in Psalms 91? He give his Malachim charge around you that nobody can't touch you. When you sit back and look at anybody who Yahuwah was with, nobody couldn't touch them. The Philistines couldn't touch Samson. You know what I'm talking about? What could they do to Samson? Nothing. They couldn't do nothing to Samson till y'all put his hand back from him and say, let Delilah take his strength. Was he not a strong city? He made him a ruin. And what did he turn around to do? Then at the end, he used that to kill all the Philistines. It's like the master going to come back to kill all the Philistines. Only difference is he ain't going to die like Samson did. That's why he say the strong people shall esteem thee. Who are the strong people? Those that are born of him. Then he say the nations, the terrible nations shall fear thee. Because he's going to sit back. The nations going to be standing still. They're going to be amazed. He came back. You know, it's a lot of people think this man ain't coming back here, right? You know you play bass guitar, boy.
I wish I did.
You don't take no shoot. Leon taught himself. Shoot, anybody can do it.
That's a
Huh? Hey, anything worth doing gonna take a little more. Anything you get fast, boy, it ain't even worth it. You take that, throw that bike. Real. You get it fast, I wouldn't care what it was. Money, women, men, you know what I'm talking about? Take that stuff back. That thing got a defect in it. Straight up, every nigga I know who got fast money, they ain't never keep it long. You know what I'm saying? Cause you feel like I get it right back. Nigga, I know we done been out there, boy. You be young, boy, about 18, 19 years old, boy. You make it about 1,500 in one night. That money comes so fast, you feel like you gonna always get it that fast. You know what I'm saying? Well, I seen a nigga say, boy, the dope game been done since the 90s. He wasn't lying, though. You know what I'm saying? When we slid through, you know, we're doing a little something, but it was over with. You know what I'm talking about? But he was mainly saying that it ain't really no different with the words, right? As far as like it's one West Camp is concerned. Niggas slide in it and you trying to become a character. You're not actually trying to become an individual in Mashiach. Not individual as I'm over here doing my own thing. But you a part of something, but yet you are yourself. Niggas come in they cookie cutters. You know what I'm saying? In my recommended video, I seen them clowns downtown. This nigga literally had, you know, you ever worked in the food service thing and they give you one of them white aprons that's made out of plastic? That's what that nigga had on, bro. That's what it looked like. Huh? I don't know if they had no fringes on, but that nigga sure looked like he had on a food service apron. Oh yeah, he come do some work. He come do some work. He probably got all manner of worms in there. All manner. 24 and 25 and 4. He say, "For thou hast been a strength to the poor, and a strength to the needy in this distress, a refuge from the storm and a shadow from the heat, when the blast of the terrible ones is as a storm against the wall." What y'all think that means? Now you sit there and you think about that. He said, you've been a strength to the poor, strength to the needy in his distress, a refuge from the storm, a shadow from heat, when the blast of the terrible ones is as a storm against the wall. Don't nobody got no idea what he could be talking about.
Real good cover.
Well, let's sit back and let's look at it in depth. Let's see how would he be a strength to the poor, meaning the humble, and the strength to the needy in his distress. You ain't got no idea. But we talking about the master. How is this so? Because remember now, he told his apostles he had to die, right? I got to obey this to get this blessing. So how is he going to be able to give strength? We know trust ye in Yah forever. Trust in Yah is everlasting strength, right? The joy of Yah is your strength, right? When we look at Matthew 26, what did he tell these people? What did he tell the three? Because he only brought 3 people with him. Who the 3 people he brought with him? That's all he brought with him. And he told them something when he brought them with him. What did he tell them when he brought them with him? But we don't need to actually go read that. Y'all should know what it said. When he sat back and told them, and he looked at his apostles after they had done drunk that wine and ate that bread, what did he look them in the face and told them? He said that. He said that too. But right after he said, "Tarry with me," and right after he said what you said, what he told them. He said, "I'm exceedingly sorrowful, even unto death." He's in distress right now. I'm in need of assistance. And what did he ask the Father to do? And who he sent to do it? You know what I'm talking about? So you showing how his faith, his trust in his Father, knowing when he prayed in John 17 what he was going to give him. You know what I'm talking about? Then we also looking at how he's going to increase him in the field, because when John chapter 18, what did they snatch him from? He was in a garden. And then they took him into a field and threw him in a sepulchre which no man had ever laid. This is what we were talking about the other day. We were talking about sowing a spot where no seed had ever been sown and all that. And he come from up out of that to get that increase. And those men who died, who resurrected with him, is his increase. That's his increase in the field and in the city. And then we're going to look at that by the sufferings of death, he can bring many sons unto esteem. That's his increase. This is what the man promised him. If you come and die, I will give you many sons and daughters. And that fulfills the law for those who desire to be under the law, but they ain't read the law when he told Abraham that you would be a blessing unto all nations, and I would make you a father over many nations. You know what I'm talking about? They're not looking to get that desire, and niggas looking for the law, but you're not looking at what the law said. There's a promise contained in there. Say, I'm going to give you the promised seed, and then Isaac thy seed shall be called. So when he told him that name will remain, if he's saying Isaac your seed going to be called, and the name of Isaac is going to remain. You know what I'm saying? But then I give the complete blessing through your son, Jacob, who I call Yasharal, which is an example of my son, because his name will remain. No, he tell you that in 1 Peter chapter 1, the word of Elohim is forever. So, you know what, it be people, so many people try to distinguish the word and want to attack the word, and why y'all follow it. Well, nigga, if it's so phony and fake, why you so concerned with it? I'll put it to you this right this here, right? If you done deem the individual to be phony and fake, are you really concerned with what they're doing? How am I going, I'll put it to you this way, right? How you going to be able to get anything done, get any money, you worry about what another nigga doing? How am I going to get money worrying about what a nigga over here doing? That means all my energy is focused on this nigga. And not what I need to be doing. If you feel like the scripture's fake, then why is your energy on that? Oh, we need to free our people from, damn, you don't need it, nigga, go and do your thing, nigga. If what you got going on is so 100, then niggas gonna see it and gravitate to it. You know what I'm talking about? Period. That's what people do. If something is hidden, and that's what it is, you're gonna gravitate to it. Ain't nobody even gotta tell you nothing. If you see nigga getting money, you ain't got to sit back and be like, boy, I hope he come holler at me. You going to try to gravitate your way around to that individual. Man, I'm trying to do what you doing. I'm trying to get it like how you get it. If that's what you want and that's what you want to do, I'm trying to get it how you get it. If you notice when he tell you to hit him with the word, he say hit him with the word, whether they hear, whether they forbear, and if they don't want to listen to him, and deal. What you around here begging a nigga for? Only people beg is children and dogs, man. No grown person got no business begging nobody for nothing. You know what happens when you beg somebody for something? They lose respect for you. You know what I'm saying? They lose respect for you because they know they have the power and the upper hand over you and they can control you at their whim. You know what I'm saying? Because you are begging me for something that you desire from me that you feel like you can only get from me. Why you think these Caucasians do the way they do you in this country? Because you go begging them for stuff. Treat me right. I'm going to shoot you some more. Give me a job. I'm going to deny you some more. You know what I'm saying? We need these programs. I'm going to cut them some more. You know what I'm saying? Because you're begging them. So they know I got an upper hand over you. Like Yahuwah come and sit there. He don't tell you to beg him. He say, ask me and I give it to you. Seek for it and you'll find it. He say, you ain't got to beg him for nothing. He just say, ask and I give it to you. Did he ever tell you to beg him for anything? Did you see the master begging for disciples? He ain't go around there begging, please follow me, please. He said, man, you better come on with me. Man, let me go back there. Well, you ain't fit for the plow, the nigga. Shoot, go and do your thing. I ain't finna beg you, nigga. Ain't that what, did he say beg? He ain't beg, you ain't see this man beg nobody. Beg you for what? How much, what you look like begging somebody to love you? I mean, say, I'll plead with you. I mean, I'm gonna present my case. Present yours. Let's see who got the better argument. I feel like I'm gonna win every time. That's how you will feel. I feel like I'm gonna win every time. I'm gonna just present my case. I ain't finna beg you though. You ain't gotta listen. So you forsake me, I'll forsake you. Come on at you. Catch you on the flip side. I'm gonna flip you like a flapjack when I get around here. You know what I'm saying? Roast you like some marshmallows. Ain't gonna be no s'mores, nigga. Ain't no graham crackers for you. No chocolate, no nothing. Just heat. Fervent. Brimstone. Sulfur. You got to really sit back and look at that. You don't see Yahuwah begging nobody. What he does is he has compassion, so he keeps sending somebody to warn you. You know what I'm saying? That's not begging. I'm trying to tell you, bro, don't do that now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Shoot, screw that nigga. He ain't living. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to do screw him. I'm not finna keep telling you. See, that's not begging when you keep telling somebody. That means you actually care. I don't want that to happen to you. But since you don't want to listen, I'm gonna let that happen to you. That's why I be telling y'all. That's when you know y'all done cut somebody off, when it's something that's taking you away from him and he let you get it. That's when he say, you know what? So how y'all think he a shadow from the heat and from the terrible one? Y'all should know that off the rip.
You being him, you don't have to see that lake.
That too, but he talking about this. How is he a shadow from the heat? Because remember, it just said there ain't gonna be no heat in Revelation 7, right? Now, when the master was on the stake, wasn't he getting burnt up? And what he brought through?
Cloud.
Shadow from the heat and from the terrible one. They couldn't, you know when they brought, there ain't no street lights out there. Nobody got no flood lights. You know when that cloud came out there and went dark, ain't nobody see nothing. And you know when that being a shadow from the terrible ones and a shadow from the heat? When we go look at what we were talking about the other day in Revelation 12, when he sent that flood after the Kadeshim. Give you a shadow from the heat. Say what?
That's the boys.
Who, that the police? Well, he can get some word too. Police ain't exempt.
Nah, I thought he was gonna trip, but this ain't on park, baby.
I don't care what it say. He come get their work though.
Right in the mouth with the car.
Right in the mile. Stone him. Wow! Knock all the teeth out. He ain't got before him anyway. But come on back to let me read this verse 5.
You said like you were scared, my brother.
Nah, I was letting you know.
Shit, all he do is tell you.
Yeah, I was about to say. That's all you can say.
25 and 5 though, right? He say, thou shalt bring down the noise of strangers as the heat in a dry place, even the heat with the shadow of a cloud. The branch of the terrible one shall be brought low. Well, let's sit back and see how he gonna do that. Let's sit back and see how he'll bring down the noise of the strangers. Revelation chapter 6. Let's see how he gonna bring down the noise of the strangers with the heat of a shadow of a cloud. We still holding Galatians chapter 4 too. Revelation 6 and 15. And the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the den and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sit on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come. Who shall be able to stand? Now remember now, he said he'll bring down the noise of strangers. What is the noise of these strangers? Let's look at the epistle of Jude and see what the noise of these strangers are doing. Because we've been talking about their beast now. He's trying to get you ready. I don't mean it's coming next week, next month, or even next year. He's just trying to get you ready. Because he told you, he said, I done told you before. You got to realize something. When he told them about the destruction of Jerusalem, boy, that was about 30, 40 years before it went down. You know what I'm saying? It didn't go down immediately because he told them that right then. It was about 40 years before that went down. Epistle of Jude, what, about verse 14? He said, Enoch also the seventh from Adam prophesied of these, saying, behold, the master come with 10,000 of his Kadeshim to execute judgment upon all, and to convince the ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against them. So who's this stranger with all that noise with these ungodly speeches? That's the beast. Because he gonna be blaspheming against the tabernacle and all that. He running his mouth, ain't he? So I got to bring down that noise of that stranger then. I got to bring him down low because he's running his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't just with the strangers, that's with all. Because people be running their mouth against this man. He just be sitting, you know you're a gangster. Gangsters sit there and let you run your mouth. Go ahead and talk. Just like he said in Psalms, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to fill your mouth with gravel in a minute. Ain't that what he said? He said, I'm going to fill your mouth with gravel in a minute. Straight rocks. You know what happens when you chew rocks, right?
Choke on that.
Break all your teeth. Like you say, choke on that, nigga. When it's eat some rocks. I'm talking about no hard. I'm talking about ain't no hard rock cafe neither, nigga. So when you sit back and you say, even the heat with the shadow of a cloud, he said he'll bring down the noise of strangers as the heat in a dry place. Even the heat with the shadow of a cloud. What does that mean when he say even the heat with the shadow of a cloud? What y'all think that could mean? Even the heat with the shadow of a cloud. What is he coming back to bring? Fire. And he coming on a what? On a cloud. And who he coming to bring down low? The terrible ones shall be brought low. Who are the terrible ones? It said all the kings of the earth that done gather themselves up against this man, who the beast done called to gather up against this man to fight him. I got to bring him down low. And where he going to bring him down? We read it in Revelation 19, to the lowest grave. I'm going to kill all you niggas. I'm going to take that beast though and I'm going to throw him in there alive though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take that beast and that false prophet, I'm going to throw them in there alive. Like, I'm talking about, ain't no resurrection from the dead for you. You going in that straight mortal flesh. And the rest of you sinners following after. Because you know who the last one to get there, right? They were the last one to get there. That's the hardest part, right? You know what I'm saying? All the people he deceived go in before he do. You know what that'd be like, right? If you in jail, right? And it's a nigga who killed your homeboy. And all y'all niggas in the same dorm. He walking there, he the last nigga coming, everybody else. Yeah, we been waiting on you, man. Wait,
Shake him up.
This here, you like this, boy, I'm gonna knock this nigga Ah, boy. They say, yeah, boy, Usher Tom finna come up on the 4th floor right now. Oh, you whoop that nigga.
Oh, nah. Oh, this is another one. You done told on a bunch of niggas.
Oh, yeah.
And you the last one to get caught, though.
You the last. No, you done told on all the niggas. See, when you tell on the nigga, right, they ain't supposed to put you in the same prison
Right.
or same dorm as them. And there's been a clerical error. You know what I'm talking about? And now you walking in the dorm like this. Man, let me up out of here. Don't let us out of here now, nigga. The door done shut.
You done
What?
told on to see all these people.
All these people.
Nigga finna wear a lot of them.
And you the last one in there with them.
A lot of L's.
Everybody like to see, look at my arm, cuz it's burning because of you. Nah, nigga, he gonna say, you know, Satan still gonna be cocky all the way to the end. Nah, nigga burning because of you.
Oh, yeah. You gonna have the last laugh,
You
bro.
gonna laugh at nigga. I already knew I was coming here, nigga.
The devil remind me of the Joker.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a devil remind me of the Joker.
Yeah, he gonna be looking at it, he gonna be looking at it. Why is so serious?
Got it.
I'm for real, boy. I can see Satan telling niggas that right now. Niggas say, God, nigga, I was already knew I was coming. Shoot.
I been coming, nigga.
I've been coming, nigga.
I just wanted the company, nigga.
I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, didn't the master tell you this stuff was prepared for me and my
Hey,
bitch?
look, you're my sons and daughters.
Come hug your daddy. You was hugging me out there on them streets.
I'm the pappy.
You was hugging me out. You gotta sit back and look at that, boy. You serving sin, you serving the world. You was out there hugging him on the street. Come here, daddy, I love you.
Oh.
Laid up with him on the street.
You laid up with him. Every time you see him, you were laid up with him. He your daddy. Now you don't love your daddy no more? When he was giving you all them free gifts? When he was letting you get all that free penis and free yang yang, you ain't love him no more? All that on that cash? All that time you went on the Sabbath to get that extra little money on your check? You know what I'm saying? All them Christmas gifts? All that honey baked ham? You know what I'm saying? Now it's a problem.
But Christmas gift.
Now it's a
You don't
problem.
bust it down no tighter than that, dog.
You know what I'm talking about? All your little cross chains, your little Caesar Bourget pieces, that good dang, that good liquor, that booty hole.
Oh, that was it. Oh, no,
Huh?
that's a little
All that carpet munching?
That's good, dang.
What? Then you get that dog hair in your scalp? You know what I'm saying? Them good jeans? Your good idolatry, your good Nikes, your good True Religion jeans? Now it's a problem, nigga. I gave you that man say I give it to who I wanted. I gave you everything you wanted. You got everything you wanted. Now you burn it in hell, and it's my fault. Nigga, I didn't make you take it. I just put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Look here, man. Nigga could put a bag of weed in your face. Do you gotta smoke it?
No, sure.
What that nigga said, it ain't like I put a pistol to your head. You know what I'm saying? But Satan ain't put no fire to your head. He done put it out there. And I got to say, I done told y'all this before I tell you again. Boy, you know if you doing sour with my nigga, man, keep that man name out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Keep that man name out your mouth. You know what I'm talking about? There's plenty of niggas. I know some of y'all niggas see that there. Praise y'all for another day. Nigga, please. You wasn't praising y'all when you were throwing your booty in there last night.
You know?
You know what I'm talking about? You wasn't praising y'all when you was smoking on that spliff. You wasn't praising y'all when you had that fifth of yak. Fine champagne cognac. You wasn't no praising no y'all then. Huh? When the people tap back and told you gotta work on this, you gotta work Saturday. It's the Sabbath, I can't work. You're gonna be fired. You wasn't praising y'all when you clocked in that day. Like, get these $12.25 an hour, nigga. Shoot. Most High gotta understand, boy. But man, don't work, you don't eat, boy. I got to be out. Wasn't no praising no y'all then, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I never forget that long I live, boy. Just how the nigga put it. But that nigga say, yeah, man, you know, I be reading stuff in the law, man. I be reading stuff in there, man. Stuff it say you can't do, man. I just go ahead and do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I just pick and choose, man. You know, stuff I want to do, I do. Stuff I don't want to do, I don't do. You wicked bastard, you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga can't even formulate in their mind that you are desperately wicked. You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at something and you're saying, I know he said don't do this, but I like doing this. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to commit that sin. But see, I'm going to do this over here because, see, I don't care about this. So I ain't eat pork no way, so I don't care about not eating that. But I like that yah-yah, though. I can't put that on. No, I'm going to go get me some of that. I'm going to go ahead and hit that. Boy, I'm a fornicator now. He just going to have to forgive me. I feel bad when I do it now. I do it 45 minutes late.
Might cry about it, but
I ain't even cry about it. I'm going to tell y'all something now. That man tell you that. Humble and contrite heart, he ain't going to despise. Niggas don't be ashamed in real life. That man told you in Ezekiel 36, he say be ashamed of all your doings. That man read that law to them people in Nehemiah chapter 8. Them people wept. They were ashamed. You know what I'm talking about? They say, what? I've been doing that. boy ought to be dead. All they could do is just sit there and cry ought to be dead. He had to sit back and tell him, boy, this is a set apart day to your God, man. Y'all chill out, gonna fix them plates. He said, make sure when you fix them, you send them to somebody who ain't got none. You know what I'm saying? Come on back to Isaiah 25. What's up, Mom?
Hey.
Hey, Mom. Oh yeah, there's other niggas like this here. You gotta get your ox out the ditch, huh? Nigga, your car ain't no ox, nigga. Last time I checked, nigga, you can't cut him up for no meat, nigga. That's an engine in there. Nigga, that's steel. A high-performing automobile you got in there. What a carburetor in there, nigga? Ain't no carburetor, nigga. Nigga, you don't put no rope around the car neck and pull him along the way. Oh, he fell in the ditch. I gotta get him out. See, my job is my ox, brother.
No.
I gotta get him out the ditch. That's my ox. That's my ox. Yeah, you gonna be in the ditch all right, nigga.
I thought you were saying that.
You gonna be in the ditch, nigga. You and your whole family. Verse 6. Isaiah 25. Your whole family, nigga, in the ditch, nigga. Oh, silly bastard. But I'm telling you something. It's in the Apocrypha, this statement. But this real life talk, though. When a man is evil, he'll find any excuse and justification for his deeds. You know what I'm saying? He'll say anything to fulfill his own will. And a nigga sit back and think that the Most High going along with that. You don't see the master trying to come up with anything to fulfill his own will. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn around and say this man kept commandments and then tell other people not to do it. You know what I'm saying? We just understand and knowing that the justification and freedom and eternal life that we seek and desire does not come from the commandments. It comes from the faith in Yahushua HaMashiach. And then because of that, I walk in it. That's why I'm sitting there telling you, when a nigga faith get tried, they don't really believe in it, man. I mean, you didn't even believe in keeping them commandments. You was really doing that to appease others. You was really trying to impress other people. See, that brother was righteous. You see it. That brother stand firm on the word till your faith got tried. You know what I'm saying? Then you like this here. I thought that was a solid nigga. Yeah, he was solid in public. Nigga was loose as Jello in private. 25 and 6.
No, it was Jello.
Jello.
That pudding.
And that pudding pop, just that Jello. You know that Jello wiggle. You know what I'm saying? Just wiggle. You just put it on the thing and just shake it, you just wiggle. Nigga ain't gonna stand firm. You know what I'm saying? That stuff slip and slide everywhere. You don't know which direction it's gonna go. 25 and 6.
Jello behind doors.
You know what I'm talking about? You say that Jello loose booty. Just been savage and ravaged. He's saying, in this mountain shall Yahuwah of hosts make unto all people a feast of fat things. A feast of wines on the lees and of fat things full of marrow, of wines on the lees refined. He will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. He will swallow up death and victory, and Yahuwah Elohim will wipe away tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from all the earth, for Yahuwah has spoken it. So when we look at 1 John 1 and 5, you're going to see why there's no darkness there. See, matter of fact, before we even look at 1 John 1 and 5, since I said it, I'm going to go ahead and do it. First, Genesis 1 and 1. You just go ahead and just put that work out here right now. Because we got to see how you're going to be increased in the city and in the field. I'm just talking about this aspect of what we're talking about, because we're dealing how you're going to be increased in the city. So anything that's going to offend Elohim or is the opposite of Elohim has to be removed from this city by reason of one man's obedience, which we're going to look at that in Romans chapter 5 for you to be able to get that increase or that blessing. One man has to obey. So you look at them blessings and curses, and the blessings and curses wasn't even had nothing to do with you. You know what I'm talking about? They got something to do with you, but not directly. You know what I'm talking about? It was about somebody else. Because I got to come in here, and my manifestation of my obedience by coming to become a curse is how you can get this increase. There go Mike Jesus. And they say that's the hardest working producer this side of the Mississippi.
Hardest work.
Harder, bro. I got beats, nigga, from when I was 7, nigga. No, that what we're gonna be telling nigga. I got beats from when I was 7, nigga. You better ask somebody.
But they just need a couple extra hours, man.
Just a couple extra hours.
So you can get some word. You get no word to sleep.
All right, y'all be careful now. In the beginning, Elohim created Shamahim and the Arats. And the Arats was without form and void. And darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Ruach of Elohim moved upon the face of the waters. And Elohim said, let there be light, and there was light. So we can't sit back and say he didn't create darkness, because where the waters came from, that and Ruach were moving on. Where the water come from?
Hey, little Mike over there.
right there.
Damn. Good boy. That boy.
Where the water come from?
Come on. Right here.
Oh, they overlooked that, then.
Bro,
I said, leave it alone.
What you talking about?
earth was without a form and void.
What you speaking?
So that means the earth was there.
Say the first word. He created the Shamaheen and the rest.
He said he created a Shamaheen and a rat.
That was first.
That was first. That was first. So where the water come from? Common misconception. When we look at these waters, right, we know that's Ma'in. So when we look at that character, what does the Ma'in tell us about? Blood, water, and what else? Chaos. So he sat back and he moved his ruach upon the face of blood, right? Chaos. And what else you say? Water. So how we gonna sit back and look at that as that being the master? Then he's saying, let there be light. Make it simple now.
Wake up, son.
See, we're not talking about that other topic, nigga. We talking about salvation. Think about it, because it's dealing with what we talking about. Let's look at darkness. Let's look at darkness. Y'all follow me over here? Y'all follow me on this phone?
Yeah.
Let's look at the word darkness real quick.
Obscurity, secret place.
We look at secret place.
That grave.
That grave. Secret place. Hold on. So when we look at darkness, we didn't sit back and hold on. Get John chapter 12, right? Is it John 12? Make it John 7:7. I make it light now.
That root word too.
What the root word is?
To be hidden.
Hidden. I already knew that for what I'm finna hit. Pray the Lamb. See, I already knew that for what I'm finna hit.
Concealed.
I already knew that because you know what I'm finna deal with? What you think I'm finna deal with?
To make dark.
What you think I was finna deal with?
You talking about in John 7?
No, I'm talking about,
When he died in the window.
but I'm talking about the obscurity, right? What y'all think I was finna deal with on that? It's real simple. The mystery. You ain't know nothing about me, nigga. I make it go dark, nigga. You still don't know who I am. I gotta come up from the grave and manifest this light so now you can see.
You gotta open his disciples.
I gotta open your eye. You couldn't see you walking in the dark, nigga. You ain't know nothing about nothing. Why you think he said he gotta make a new Shamahim and a rat? That's the first thing he made. That's the first thing he made. Then he made the sun. And I'm gonna set you over that. John, let me make sure John 7:7 what I desire. Nah, 7:7 ain't what I want.
Right there. She was right. She in the car.
She over there with her daddy.
Slim guy.
12 and 35 for right now. I'm trying. No, it's 8. Chapter 8 is what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. We get 1 John 1 and 5 in a minute. 8 and 10. John 8 and 10. And it says, when Yahushua had lifted up himself and saw none but the woman, he said unto her, Woman, where are those thine accusers? Have no man condemned thee? She said, No man, master. And Yahushua said unto her, Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more. Then spake Yahushua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that follow me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. So guess what? When this man came, hold on, get Matthew chapter 4. See your homeboy, what his name is? Nigga who try to tag my name, see your homeboy, that nigga turn around and say, see, that's philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, just come holler at me, get this work, nigga. Because see, I'm going to tell y'all something after I'm done. I don't know what it's going to be, but if it be what I hope it's going to be, I'm going to smash every last one of them niggas. And I'm going to call them Dolo. All I'm going to need is this right here. A 50 cal right here, and a yapper right here. I lay all you niggas down. Straight up now, nigga. I'm talking about, and I'm going to have a Rambo clip on. An extended clip on the 50. You don't even need that. It got 8 shots. I'm going to make sure I hit you niggas. 4 and 15. Matthew 4 and 15. Somebody got it like this here, right? I told you this morning, right? Everybody say they believe in Mashiach till somebody say the whole book about it. And then you start showing stuff that's about the man. Now all of a sudden, you reaching or that ain't talking about it. So you don't really believe in the man then. So you just talking. You know what I'm talking about? And that's how he tried nigga hard. Because niggas say they believe till you start manifesting the man. See, brother, that ain't even talking about that. Talking about Nebuchadnezzar, brother. See, that ain't really talking about this here. You don't believe. It says, the land of Zebulun, the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea beyond Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles. The people which sat in darkness saw great light, and to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light sprung up. Well, what's in the beginning? Darkness. Now again, like I say, this ain't even, I wasn't even intending to go in that direction. But because we went to Revelation 7, or what we were talking about this increase in the field and in the city, because all them people that were surrounding the throne with white robe was this man increase in the city and in the field, because all these people resurrected from the dead, because the dead of Mashiach shall rise first. That is the increase in the city. I won't even touch the second part. Most High willing, we'll deal with it next week, which is the fruit of his body. Then he also going to talk about the increase of the fruit of his body, then we're going to have to sit back and look at that and detail that out. You know what I'm saying? Each blessing is relative to this man's obedience. So when you look at the increase of the city, it said in the increase of the city, what? There wouldn't be no heat there. It wouldn't be no night there. Why is it not any night? Because night is representative of death. You just read in Isaiah when the man say, I will remove death. I swallowed up death in victory. So if the Father himself is light in his life, how is death going to be resonated with him? How is it going to be there? That's impossible. That's impossible. That's not possible. Hold on. So when we look at Genesis 1, right, he say obscured in a secret place. We look at Romans 16, right, about verse 24, you know what he tell you? Let's look at it. Matthew 16, 24. I mean Romans 16, 24. Make it 16 and 19. He say, for your obedience is come abroad unto all men. I am glad therefore on your behalf, but yet I would have you wise unto that which is good and simple concerning evil. And the Elohim of Shalom shall bruise Satan under your feet shortly. The favor of our master, Yahushua HaMashiach, be with you. Amen. So when you sit back and you look at it, right, with the light coming out of darkness, this smashes darkness. Because Satan is the master of darkness. He's over that. You know what I'm saying? What did Paul tell you in 2 Corinthians 4? If they be blind, it's because the God of the world has blinded them. Which means they walk in darkness. See, when you walk in darkness, you don't know where you're going. See, look at something in Proverbs chapter 4 from now. They back here deep this afternoon now. I sure hope you brought a change of clothes. What you brought a change of clothes?
Me?
Yeah.
All right.
He said, no.
That water run off your back.
I ain't finna let no water run off my back, boy. I got to switch out. I can't prepare.
It's straight,
that
bro.
sun shine through.
Well, it's 7 degrees out here. I ain't finna let no sunshine. Swap him out. Take you up down here. Heaving phlegm.
I got a towel, I think. I got a towel.
I know you got a towel.
Towel.
Oh, you got a towel, bro. You good.
I'll be alright. We gonna make it.
4 and 18. Proverbs 4 and 18. What did he tell you in Isaiah 8 and 20? He said if they don't speak according to what? He said that this word ain't no what in them. So that guess what that means? You dead. Look what he tell you now. He said, but the path of the just is as a shining light that shine more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness, they know not at what they stumble. So the pathway of the wicked is to walk in darkness. This is what he's showing you in the beginning. You without form and void. You ain't had no form. Hold on, Colossians 1. What God's dipping in the Bible? Nah, I ain't talking about that will. Ooh, that thing got a little circle back there.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? He almost got a Madonna Trump going on right there. You seen it? I'm telling you now. And they got that rag, bro. I'm talking about this like this here, like boy, it's over with, cuz. Just go ahead and just let your bald head shine, man. It's over.
He got a salt top, man. He ain't wearing it.
He got more than a salt top. Colossians 1 and 18. That nigga said, I'm not only a customer. He said, I'm the president. He said, I'm not only the president, I'm also a client. He said he is the head of the body, the house, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead. You see that there? So he the firstborn from darkness. What you seeing in the beginning? let there be light, the firstborn from darkness. He got to be the first. If darkness is representative of sin, and what the sin, he say, the soul that commits sin, it shall die. That's what Ezekiel 18 say. So somebody got to be the firstborn from darkness or the firstborn from death. That's what that's showing you in the beginning. That in all things he might have preeminence. For it pleased the Father that in him should all fullness dwell. See, hold on. Look at what Paul say right here. We ain't even got to go too far. Look at verse 27. We ain't even got to go. So when you look at that secret place, she must told somebody gone. Got it. Icebreakers all mine. Whoever breakfast ain't gonna be hot when they figure out she done got it. You know what I'm saying? But check it though. When you look at the secret place or obscure, he's in the grave. Now I'm gonna show you again. How light coming out of darkness, right? Because it say the darkness is an obscure or a secret place or something that's hidden, right? Look at this right here, Colossians 1:27. Then we'll come back to Romans 16. And then we'll go to Isaiah 8:20, what I mentioned, and freak it all the way live. And then go to Luke 24, and you know what, sir? It's over. Over. You know what I'm saying? This, my friend, this is how you sit back and you call a play that will deconstruct the defense all the way live. You know what I'm saying? This is a real live 14-play, 95-yard drive. The defense couldn't do nothing. You ain't hit it with no bomb. You just deconstructed them and broke their will. You know what I'm saying? Now the defense dead tired. The offense done came out there with a 3 and out. They got to come right back out there and you do it to them again. You know what I'm talking about? By the time you get to the middle of the third quarter, the whole defense done quit. I'm tired of coming out here. We can't stop these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done seen games like that where them niggas just quit. No, they don't be quit.
No, I can't. Yeah, I'm doing my voice like that.
They don't be quit. I done seen some games throughout. I done seen some games throughout the 21-year history where them niggas done quit though.
Yeah, recently.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I done seen some of them. Who, boy, that Chargers game, them niggas quit.
Yeah.
They say, screw it, boy. The defense quit. They said, offense, I'm sick of you niggas. You know what I'm talking about? You niggas keep, we got to keep coming back out here. I hate you niggas. He said, to whom Elohim would make known what is the riches of the esteem of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Mashiach in you, the hope of esteem. It's hidden in Mashiach, right? And is that what he tell you? That's an obscure place. Now let's come on, swing over here what I just mentioned.
Go back to
Romans 16, right? Come on now, work with me.
No.
16 and 24, right? Get straight to the point. I'm sorry. Yeah, 25. Get straight to the point. Now, of him, to him that is of power to establish you according to my gospel and the preaching of Yahushua HaMashiach, according to the revelation of mystery which was kept secret since the world began. And what you see with the darkness, right? An obscure place. So it's been kept secret. The world didn't begin till he said what? Let there be light. You know what I'm saying? So now out of that obscurity comes clarity. So that happens to you. But now it's made manifest by the scriptures of the prophets according to the commandment of the everlasting Elohim, made known to all nations for the obedience of faith, since you desire to be under the law. Do you not see what the law say of the promise of faith? But sit back and look at what he said. If it's been made known, what makes manifest? Light makes manifest. Let's look at that in Ephesians chapter 5. Light makes manifest. Before we look at Isaiah 8 and 20. 5 and 7.
Come here. Come here.
Ephesians 5 and 7. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the master. Walk as children of light. So you were sometime, guess what? Ain't nobody walking. That man said, if you say you have no sin, you lie and do not the truth, and the light or the word is not in you. So everyone was darkness at one time. So you had the darkness come first. Everybody was in that. Nobody's exempt. Oh man, why did you overlook that? He say, but the fruit of the Ruach is all in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the master, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done in secret, but all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light. Hold on, look what the master tell. What did he tell you out of that? Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleep, and arise from the dead, and Mashiach shall give thee light. And guess what he told the daughter? You need to get up. And guess what he told him when he rose from the dead? You and daughter, you need to get up. You know what I'm talking about? Before I read Isaiah 8 and 20, what it is? Luke chapter 2. Let's see what was going on when he was born. Let's see if he was born in the daytime or was he born at night. Every time this man was born, the darkness came first. Every time. That'd be all right. What it is? Luke 2? What I need?
See niggers.
Negroes. Luke chapter 2, verse 1. I see negroes. Whole bunch of niggas. Women got stuff on their head. They all sitting in cars. They selling drugs.
Oh, man. Yeah. What they see you?
They selling crack. They selling crack.
We was on the phone with the way nigga walked up. You got 5. He was on the line with me.
What are you talking about?
When you was at the room, and we was on the phone, and the nigga walked up to you like, hey, you got it? What you got?
Oh yeah, nigga talking about, do I got some dope? No, I ain't got no dope, nigga.
You was on the phone.
I had a flashback.
No, cuz just trying to cop. He seen the nigga outside. The nigga like, so you hold it?
Yeah.
You hold it?
Hold what, D?
Hey, look, I'm holding something.
You ain't got but nothing but 2 phones.
What?
Baby behind jeans.
Stupid. I ain't messing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Luke 2:1. I ain't fooling with you. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be taxed to marry his espoused wife, being great with child. Again, you see they say it's like, I'll be able to tell niggas this here. The concept of boyfriend or girlfriend does not exist in our culture. You know what I'm saying? If you with somebody, that means for all intents and purposes, they would have been a spouse when you married them. You know what I'm saying? So the best form, the word to use is that I am courting this person for the end game for them to be my spouse. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't get into no courtship, even in ancient times, even in cultures outside of ours. You did not start courting somebody because you just were trying to pass the time. You know what I'm saying? The objective was to marry this person. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So they would look at it and say, oh, they a spouse. Oh, that's his wife. They ain't going to say, oh, that's Joseph's girlfriend. They ain't finna say that. They going to be like, that's his wife. They got married yet? No, they going to get married in about 3-4 months, but that's his wife, though. See, the average dumb nigga see wife and think they getting it on. That's why they put before that a spouse. She has been promised to him. That's his wife. You know what I'm saying? Verse 6, and it was so that while they were there, the days were accomplished that they should be delivered. She brought forth her firstborn son, wrapped in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the Malachim of Yahuwah came upon them, and the steam of Yahuwah shone round about them, and they were so afraid. And the Malachim said unto them, fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. And you know what that saying, good tidings of glad joy is? What you think that good tidings is according to the law? No, they even had it right in this one. I think that's it.
Are you a reference?
Huh? I already mentioned it. Genesis 12:3. Let's look at it. Remember, right? The law ain't no good news. That's why he said you desire to be under the law. That's not good news. Don't you realize a man who ain't got no child, who barren, don't you think that good news that I'm going to promise you a seed? That's some real good news to hear when you say I ain't got no heir. I'm finna die childless. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that there ain't no good, ain't no man walk around here like, shoot, boy, I ain't got no heir. I feel great about that. You know what I'm saying? Every man walking gonna want to have a son to leave a legacy to. You ain't got none. You're not pretty happy. He's not pleased about that. You know, but it is what it is. But when he sat back and told him, you'll have a son, he said, I believe in him. That's good news. And guess what he sat back and told you in Isaiah chapter 9? A son is born unto us. That's good news. I'm looking for that. Where he at? 12:3. 12:2. Make it 1. And now Yahuwah said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, into a land I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will Baruk thee, and make thy name great. And thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them that curse thee. And in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed. And why was all the families of the earth were blessed? Because he kept Deuteronomy 28:1. You know what I'm saying? He kept Deuteronomy 28:1. Therefore, he can get an increase in the city and in the field. That's what he just told Abraham. He was going to increase him in the city and in the field. I'm going to give you plenty of children. Guess what he told Mashiach? You go ahead and keep observing to keep all these commandments. I'm going to keep plenty of them. Then he said, if you break these commandments, this is what I'm going to do to you. He said, I ain't break them, but y'all did. So I'll take your punishment. I'll go into Egypt again with ships. I'll put a yoke of iron on my neck. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and let my children be snatched from and be given to another people. I'll go ahead and watch that. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and get hit with the fever and the plague. You know what I'm talking about? I go to my enemies in thirst and hunger and nakedness and want of all things. I go to them. Because when you sit back, when he say that, that's death. Ain't no ruach in the grave. Ain't no eternal bread in the grave. He tell you that. He say the grave can't praise thee. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing in there. I got to go to the grave. I got to go to Yahuwah for one of all things. I got to go to him to get up out of here. My enemy is death. Ain't nothing death got. But they overlook all that. That's just the white man. You know what I'm saying? That's just the Arabs. No, that man had to take that on. Take a curse to get rid of a curse. Come on back, bro. Now let's look at that, right? He was born at, when they came up on him, this man got born, pushed him out at nighttime. That's when they came to holler at him, right? See, so you seeing light coming out of darkness yet again. Now where we was at before, Isaiah 8:20. Then 1 John 1:5, or 1:3. Make it 19. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar ruachs, and unto wizards that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their Elohim for the living to the dead? That's why he had to bring some light. What you gonna look for me for in the dark? To the Torah and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it's because there's no light in them. We talk about how Shaitan got power over death. He wasn't speaking according to that word. There wasn't no light in it. Way without form and void. You know what I'm talking about? We pull life up out of that. We done went over that before. Without form and void. He wasn't the son of Elohim when he went in the grave. He was when he came out though. He had no form. And there was a void there. How was it a void there? Because he poured himself out. So I had to fill him back up. You know what I'm talking about? Very, very easy to see. Come on back to Galatians chapter 4. Let me knock that on that.
Oh yeah, 1 John.
Oh yeah, 1 John 1, 2. Let me knock this one out, man. Look, there's on the sleep on the back on the trunk. 1 John 1:3. Make it 2 though. For the life was manifested, and we have seen it, and bear witness, and show unto you that eternal life which was with the Father, and was manifested unto us. That we which have seen and heard declare we unto you, that you should also may have fellowship with us. Truly our fellowship is with the Father and with his Son, Yahushua HaMashiach. And these things write we unto you, that your joy may be full. Then this is the message which you have heard of him, and declare unto you, Elohim is light, and in him is no darkness at all. If we say then that we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness, we lie and do not the truth. He didn't have no fellowship with that darkness. That's why he separated himself from it. And he's showing you that you got to separate yourself from sin, because he doesn't have any fellowship with that. That's why there's no darkness in the eternal kingdom. They don't have no fellowship with sin, nigga. Nor no fellowship with death. And we sit back and we look at the word as always manifesting that darkness is representative of death and sin, then we already knowing why he pulled that light up out of that darkness. Because when we sit back and we look at when he resurrected from the grave, it was night. They said the end of the Shabbat. These people got there at the daytime. You know what I'm saying? This man was already gone. You know what I'm talking about? He was already gone, because how do we already know this? He ain't getting up on no Sabbath. The law say that he rested on the Shabbat day and was refreshed. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm supposed to be resting today. And then I'm going to get up. We can't say he got up at the light time if the day started at the daytime. Because when they got there to break it dawn. The man was already gone. You know what I'm talking about? They got there as early as they possibly could get there. He was already gone. You know what I'm talking about? Huh? What you got in a neutral or something? What do you got?
You don't know how to drive?
I know how to back up.
That's a rental.
No, because you got that clutch in.
Yeah, I know. That thing goes.
You got that clutch in. Get that gas.
I don't care nothing about all that stick, boy. Just give me a Lex and let me go. Highway, nigga, Autobahn, nigga, red line. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, boy, niggas say, I'm gonna push it to the limit, nigga. Niggas say, whether it's county or fed time, doing the speed limit or pushing red line, they don't make no difference. You know what I'm saying? Gotta keep it all the way live till it's bedtime, my nigga.
You don't even got to press it.
You know what I'm saying? But I would say that there because I just come from a song that we used to listen to back in the day. But that's just real talk though. You supposed to go hard no matter what. You really what he's saying is I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna keep it 100 no matter what. If I'm in the county or in the feds, I'm gonna be me. Nigga, if I'm going the speed limit or going 175 miles per hour, I'm gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying I'm gonna be me until it's bedtime. You know what that means when he say I'm gonna be me till it's bedtime? Y'all know what that means if he say I'm gonna be me till I'm gonna be me till I hit the grave. Till I hit the grave. Boy, the master was him till he hit the grave. It wasn't no front and capping. Now let's go ahead and finish in Galatians chapter 4. Now we got a little understanding why it ain't no night there. He ain't gonna dwell in that. Even we didn't even read it, but you go and look in Zechariah 14. He said in that evening time, it shall be light. Why you think the man making it go dark when he come back? But what's going on in the whole, when he come back here, what's going on in the whole earth? Wickedness, sin, death. The man of sin running. Niggas getting killed. It's death. The earth was without form and void. There's no place for Elohim on the whole earth. There's no fear of Elohim in the earth. Let me go ahead and make it light. Let me make manifest all these wicked deeds. So when I come through here, I'm murking all you niggas. You even just read where Paul say, awake thou that sleep and I give thee light. If you in darkness, you sleep. Hey. Galatians chapter 4.
Get over here.
Well, she hit you with old Mortal Kombat. Get over here.
Good dog.
Where we at? 4? 21?
You want?
Well, 23. See, but he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh. He was of the free woman with by promise. You know, Romans chapter 9 tells us about that. That in Isaac thy seed shall be called. So we see that the children of the flesh are not counted as the children, but the children of the promise. So when you sit back and you saying you want to be under the law, you saying you want to be engendered under bondage and not the freedom that comes through the faith of Mashiach. You don't want that freedom. Because that's why he say, you tell me you that desire to be under the law, do you not hear the law? And the law was telling you about the freedom through promise. He say, which things are an allegory for these two covenants, the one of Mount Sinai, which gendered the bondage, which is Hagar. So when you sit back and you look at it, Hagar is symbolic of the first covenant. But Jerusalem, we say, but Hagar is Mount Sinai in Arabia, and answer to Jerusalem, which now is and is in bondage with her children. So when you sit back, he say, Hagar is Mount Sinai, and we know in Arabia, and we know the seat of the devil is in Turkey, which is in that area of Arabia, and that man of sin gonna raise up from that area, and everybody gonna be in bondage under him at his return. He say, but and that's why he say, but she answered to Jerusalem. But even that beast, he got an answer to Mashiach. He say, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is mother of us all. For it is written, rejoice thou barren that bear not, break forth and cry that travail not, for the desolate have many more children than he which have a husband. Now we, brethren, as Isaac was, are the children of the promise. You know what I'm saying? The children of the promise are children of light. Therefore no darkness dwells in them. Remember what it is, Luke chapter 12. Look at Luke chapter 12. $5 o'clock. 12. She trying to hit it. Hold on. She said, you better get stronger then.
How you put the good one down and go in the barrel?
No. 12:34, 12:33, or 11:33 actually. Huh? I know where I'm looking. I know exactly where it's at. I know where that stuff at in there.
You got a dub.
20 minutes. And I'm about done anyway.
Battery on the left.
I'm about done anyway.
You said Luke 12?
11:33. Say, no man when he light a candle, put it in a secret place, neither under a bushel, but on a candlestick, that they which come may see the light. The light of the body is the eye. Therefore, when thy eye is single, thy whole body is also full of light. But when thy eye is evil, the body also is full of darkness. Take heed, therefore, that the light which is in thee, it be not darkness. Thy whole body, therefore, be full of light, having no part dark. The whole shall be full of light, even when the bright shining of a candle doth give thee light. You know what I'm saying? That man said, man, tell you, boy, your mind evil, and you're going to be right there walking in that darkness. And you need to extract light from up out of that darkness. You need to pull life up out of death. When we sit back and look at it, all of us was walking in sin. Light had to be extracted up out of that. You were walking in darkness. Screw, oh, I found that I was an Israelite. Nigga, you still know you're an Israelite, be walking in darkness. You know what I'm saying? But if you know Mashiach, that's supposed to pull you out of the darkness into the light. That's supposed to take you from death unto life. The wages of sin is death, but to get the light
You better get up there.
is Yahushua HaMashiach. That's why he say, well, walk in light while you have the light, that you might be the sons of light. See, you sit back and look at it before he said, let there be light. You were sons of darkness. We all walked in darkness according to the lust of the flesh and the prince of the air. You walked in that till he quickened you by his ruach. This is what niggas be missing. That's why it ain't going to be no darkness in the kingdom. See, look at Revelation 22. Look what he tell you. And all this coming from, that's the increase in the city and in the field. Because when he resurrected from the dead, men resurrected with him. When he comes back here, then men resurrect with him. You know what I'm talking about? Which causes an increase in the city. Jerusalem is increased.
Hey, go sit down.
Uh-oh. Think long and hard. Hard and long.
Bye. Go
22 and 1. He showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of Elohim and of the Lamb. And in the midst of the street of it, on the either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And there shall be no more curse. But the throne of Elohim and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve it. So I didn't read that Revelation 14 earlier, but he said, Baruk to them that die in the master, from henceforth their works do follow them. You know what I'm saying? Because he said it's a good, faithful saying that those that believe in Elohim should maintain a good work. If you believe in the man, then you'll live as the man. He said the love of Elohim is perfected, that we should walk even as he walked. That as he was in the world, even as we are. That you can become a son of Elohim. You can't become a son of Elohim doing you. So everybody talking about you got power to become sons of Elohim, but nobody grasps and take hold of the power. You know what I'm saying? To grasp and take hold of the power, you have to take hold of faith. People here, like we talk about it all the time, but just because we talk about it and show it and manifest it don't mean people are actually going to believe it.
Sorry.
21 and 3 of Revelation. Matter of fact, 21 and 1. Then we'll go back to Deuteronomy 28 and stop it. And I saw a new Shamahim and a new Arats, for the first Shamahim and the first Arats were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, Yachanan, saw the Kadesh city, New Jerusalem, come down from Elohim out of Shamahim, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of Shamahim saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Elohim is with men. He shall dwell with them, and he shall be his people. And Elohim himself shall be with them and be their Elohim. And Elohim shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. There shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying. Neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. That's what he was showing you with that darkness. That's the former things. He said, he that be in Mashiach is a new creature. You know what I'm talking about? Old things are passed away. Why you think nighttime and all that passed away? Death is gone. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. Right, for these words are faithful, true and faithful. Come on back to Deuteronomy 20. So when we look at that verse 3 again, we see how he said, blessed shall thou be in the city, and blessed shall thou be in the field. But we stop it right there. Hallelujah. Y'all should cut off. How long that thing was on?